Hey family, I'm back. Just doing another celebrity reading, a real quickie one. This is an update reading on Chris Brown. I done one before on him a while back. I don't know how far back, but I have done one on him before. Let me just say that. I left my readings to play out. But anyway, um, there's a lot been going on with Chris. Let me just say that. Now, let me say this real quick. I am a fan of his. So, whatever come out of this reading concerning the celebrity, actor, singer, um, Chris Brown, okay? It is not facts. It is allegedly, and this is for entertainment purpose only. Let me just say that, okay? Um, I want to start off using this deck right here, the Cosmic Oracle deck, and I see that Chris Brown just had a birthday. His birthday was May the 5th. So happy birthday, Breezy. But anyway, you all know, like I know, it's been a lot of you know, rumors, gossip surrounding the little incident that had happened um, when Usher had planned a birthday party for him, and some things had went down at that party. It's a lot of rumors to where Chris Brown, took part in you know jumping Usher along with his so-called crew, bodyguards, whatever you want to call it. Um, I will say this: I don't believe that Chris jumped Usher. I'm just not sensing that he actually, have a genuine love and respect for Usher. And now I will say this, and it is allegedly, but I will say this because I had mentioned this in the last reading I've done on Chris. Okay, every family. Let me just say this real quick. I was picking up on, those that Chris allowed to get close to him, and for the most part, it would be those that he considered his so-called, you know, um, bodyguards, I guess you can say, or just anybody he allowed to get close to him. A lot of these celebrities, they don't roll solo. They always have some kind of crew with them. Let me just say that. So, give or take, whether it be bodyguards or just these so-called crew of people that he surrounds himself with. I stated this in the last reading, that he needs to be mindful of who he have around him, because he have people around him that can sabotage him, due to their negative and poor actions. So, and it can make him look bad, but anyway, getting back to this last incident, if anything did jump off behind the scenes, I feel like he needs to surround himself with better people, people that has his best interest. They know that him and Usher were friends, and I know things can get out of hand, but I don't feel like it was on Chris' end as far as Chris attacking Usher. I'm not sensing that. More than anything, I just feel like he needs to be more mindful who he surround himself with. And yes, does Chris has a temper? Yes, he does. Okay, that's one of those shadow aspects of his that he needs to work on. So with that being said, real quick, and I'm through with that. Okay, I'm through with that. That's for him and Usher to work that out. But I don't sense that Chris attacked him. No, I don't sense that. I just feel like I stated just now, he needs to be mindful of who he allow himself to get close to. Okay, as far as in his inner circle, because any of these people that he allowed to get close to him, it reflects on him. See, if something jump off, they're not looking at his bodyguards or his so-called, crew that's around him. They're looking at him. So anyway, divine spiritual clarity about Chris Brown, spirit to assist me. Anything Spirit wants to know about Chris Brown in the present. What's going on with Chris in the present? What's present going on with Chris in the present? Now there are timelines to my readings. Something about threes, 3, 6, 9, 12 days or weeks or even months, okay? And it can go longer as, up to 3 years or less. But anyway, a lot of this is happening in the now and a lot of this have to play out. This is what I'm seeing right now. The spirit is allowing me to see. I have here air sign. I have here Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And anytime I think about the air, I think about communication. Okay, either ongoing communication or the communication stopping. But anyway, it has here air sign, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And I'm not really sure who this is. I'm not saying that this is Chris zodiac sign, but it's somebody's zodiac sign. It has here, I'll be back. Expect to hear from them soon. It's like he's telling somebody, I'll be back, or he's expecting to hear from somebody soon. Next, I have your earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. One of these could be Chris zodiac sign. I think his is Taurus, I believe, not sure. But anyway, this is the earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn over here. At the head, I have move on. Someone is unavailable, a waste of time, it's over. So this could be Chris thinking, this could be Chris having a decision to make where it's related, where it has to do with, to him, moving on, where there is something that he's planning on backing out from or someone, okay? But this is the move on card. I'm just not sure what this means to him yet, okay? But it's the move on card. And what stands out to me is someone is unavailable. A waste of time is over. Over here, I have no. It's not the right time. So it's like Chris saying, no, it's not the right time. And over here in the secret place, I have pregnancy. Someone is expecting. Now, this is a big time allegedly. As far as I know, he has what, two children? But it's a good chance he could have gotten somebody else pregnant, or one of his baby mamas could have, gotten pregnant again. I don't know who he's seeing now. Maybe his current girlfriend is expecting. But only time will tell, okay? But it has here pregnancy. Someone is expecting. And in the center, here's the cycle message. It has here fate, karma, something ending, something beginning. So it looks like Chris is going to be moving out of one phase of a cycle and moving to a new cycle. So it looks like something might be ending. It's either something ending or something new is going to start. And the fact that I'm seeing this pregnancy card, that is something new. Let me just say that, okay? But then I'm seeing this right here. No, it's not the right time. So I don't know if this is his thoughts. He may feel like no, it's not the right time as far as having any more children, or no, it's not the right time about something. But that's quite interesting, though. Let's continue. All right. But this definitely intrigues me. The move on card. He's either moving away from something or someone. Okay, I'm led by the spirit to continue. I've already pre-shuffled. Okay, interesting. Next, we have open your heart. It will help you attract more love to you. Let me just say that when your heart is open, it looks like Chris, for some reason, his heart is like this. Now, for a person heart to be like this, it can be due to, due to being heartbroken. Okay, it could be due to a past relationship that has him like this. But it's like he's guarding his heart. Okay, but the spirit is telling him to open his heart to where he will attract more love to him. It says, open your heart, it will help you attract more love. It looks like to me he's guarded. And Also, when I pick it up in the spirit, he could be like guarding his heart to where he's not giving his heart to anyone right now, or he could have been heartbroken about a situation or someone. So something has him to where his heart is like this. Okay, when it comes to the one letting somebody in. Next, we have the water sign: Capricorn, Scorpio, and Pisces. And I'm not saying that he's seeing more than one person, but I do see additional zodiac signs popping up. The fact that I'm seeing water here, I think about somebody that's very emotional. Next, I have here date night. Get ready to be wine and dined. So if this has not happened as far as being like a past energy, it looks like he's planning on going out, or maybe having date night with someone, or hooking up with somebody. And I can also get this when it comes to like booty call. I mean, if you know what I'm talking about, like call, getting that black book and calling somebody. I can get this also. Just want to hook up with someone. At the head, I have communicate. It says compromise, forgive, work it out. So for me to see this right here, it looked like it just depends on what's going on with him and who is he involved with. Okay, it looked like something happened to where forgiveness is needed. Okay, and also compromise as well. But anyway, it has here compromise, forgive, and work it out, and also communication in the background. Whether it is for Chris to compromise and forgive, or he's expecting this from someone to compromise and forgive him, is one or the other. Over here we got fire sign. We got Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Now the fact that I'm seeing fire, I think about emotions heating up. I think about somebody that's very emotional. Also, I think about conflict as well. Someone upset, somebody going from 1 to 10, if you know what I mean. And you know that he definitely has that kind of personality. He's real fiery. Like, anyway, over here in the secret place, I have distance. You and your partner may be physically or emotionally distant. So there could be trouble in paradise. It just depends on who the spirit is talking about. But it's definitely somebody that he is seeing. Okay. And if this hasn't happened, it will. It will in the coming days and weeks. Please know that. But it speaks about distance, whether it's physical distance or emotionally distant from someone. You and your partner may be physically or emotionally distant. In the center, I have pet. Getting a new pet, giving a current pet more love. Now, you can replace this word pet with with a spouse, a partner, like your lover, a partner, um, your significant other. I'm gonna say partner, okay? But you know what I mean when it comes to that. I mean your lover. I'm gonna replace this word pet with partner. Getting a new partner, or giving a current partner more love. So it's like he has a decision to make. Okay, he's either going to keep the partner that he has and kick them to the curb, or work on it, give the current partner more love and attention and whatever it is that they're asking for. Okay, but at the end of the day, compromise and forgiveness is needed for things to work out. Okay. Make sure all my cards are turned the right way. Divine Spirit, seeking clarity. How does Chris feel about Usher in the present? How does he feel about his friend Usher in the present? How does Chris Brown feel about Usher? I thought something had fallen out. I'm letting the spirit do the talking, family, okay? Letting the spirit do the talking. Okay? I have here let go. Somebody that's letting something go, they're not holding on to it. 'Cause I'm seeing butterfly wings, and a butterfly is ready to take off. A person with this kind of characteristics. I apologize. They're not sitting there like a caterpillar, being stagnant. A butterfly, just takes off and fly off. So it has here make room for the new beginnings on its way to you now. But I have here let go. So I think about the altercation that had happened that night at the bowling alley. The party Usher threw for Chris. I think about, for me to see let go. I feel like Chris is letting it go. You know, Obviously he was dealing with the mental conflict when it comes to I forgot the young woman that he had a conflict with. But anyway, Usher was trying to talk to him. By me seeing this right here, I feel like Chris is, at that place of letting it go. He's not holding on to it, becoming resentful. Right here, I just feel like he's letting it go. So I'm sure things are probably back on track with him and Usher. I'm sure they had those talks, and they're back on track with each other. So I have here let go. So obviously, for a person to be letting go, they're not holding on to anything. But time would tell. Okay, please know that. I mean, if you know more than what I do, I don't follow these celebrities like that. But I am a fan of Chris. Yes, I am. As well as I'm a fan of Usher. Also, I love them. They're very talented, and I just enjoy, watching them, perform, and because they're very good at what they do. I think her name is what, Tiana Taylor. I think that's her name. If I'm wrong, correct me with love down below. But I forgot the woman name that he had an issue with. But he had considered her as a friend also. He was just taking his anger out on her on that night for whatever reason. Okay, real quick, I want to use the Inner Shadow Oracle. Now, this right here will give us an idea about those shadow aspects of Chris. And none of this is my opinion. Please know that if many of you who are his fans see something in here that you don't like, just don't receive it. Okay? You just don't have to receive it. I always say that things play out, but a lot of things going on that's going on with these celebrities. We won't know anything about it anyway if they don't talk about it. Okay, we won't know anything. But I know the fact that I'm led by the spirit, and it has a way of peeling the layers of those shadow aspects of all of us. Okay, when I'm scared of things in the dark, I bring my to the marvelous light. Yeah, I get those answers. Please know that. So anyway, in the shadow oracle, I'm going to use real quick, and remember, this is allegedly, okay? But I do knows what I know. Spirit leads me to all truth and clarity about Chris Brown. Hold on, when these cards turn over, I want to turn them back around. Give me a minute. Right, Spirit, how does Chris feel about that night of that altercation? How things went down? How does Chris feel about that night, that altercation when things, hold up, with the conflict that night on that party Usher had threw for him? How does Chris feel about it? What are his thoughts? How does Chris feel about the altercation that he had that night at his party? The Usher threw for him. Okay, this just fell out. It just says you didn't imagine it. I think about somebody that's questioning something, and it's like Chris being cocky and saying, "Well, you didn't imagine it. You didn't imagine it. You saw what you saw. You heard what you heard. Okay, it is what it is. You didn't imagine it." You got somebody to say, "I know he didn't say what I think he said," and it has here, "You didn't imagine it." I'm gonna put this on the bottom. Okay, these are some of the shadow energies. A lot of it could be his thoughts as far as what went down that night. We are more alike than I admit. I focus on you instead of my pain. So I think about someone that's focusing on somebody, using them as a crutch or as a band-aid instead of them focusing on their own issues. I focus on you instead of my pain. We are not right for each other. At the head, your body language says so much. You know how you can be looking at somebody, you both are in an environment, in the same environment, but their body language is speaking to you in a way they really don't want to be there, or they're feeling some type of way. That's what I'm getting with this right here. Your body language says so much. It's like you're saying one thing, but your body language is saying something totally different. Over here, I never wanted to feel that way again. And he was pretty jacked up that night. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to let you go. Now, Chris and this female, they're just friends. As far as I know, I don't think they slept together or anything like that. And if they did, we wouldn't know anything about that anyway. Okay, if she don't speak up on it, we wouldn't know. But she has a boyfriend anyway. Obviously, he really cared. Obviously, he really cares about her for him to get that angry. Okay, you don't just get angry for the hell of it. As far as some random person, some acquaintance, but somebody you really really care about, and if you feel like they turning on you, or acting some kind of way, it will affect you eternally. Okay, you're gonna feel some way about it. So obviously, he really do care about their friendship. Sorry, family. All of my cards are flipped on the wrong side. Okay, I'm ready to switch decks. I don't want to stay stuck on the negative, because there is a lot of positive. Please know that. But also, I can't help but come out either. I'm using the Hidden Truth Oracle. What's real? Where? How does Chris feel about Usher today in the present? How does he feel about him? What are his thoughts about Usher? How does Chris feel about Usher? What are his thoughts about Usher in the present? How does Chris feel about Usher? What are his thoughts about Usher? It's time for me to heal now. And this I do believe, okay? Um, Chris has a lot of childhood wounds that leads up to his adulthood that he has not been facing. Let me just say that he's been putting a band-aid on it, and that's where we get the addictions. Let me just say that, and he does need to heal, and I pray that he will get the help. Okay, it doesn't stop me from not liking him, liking his music, but he do need to heal, cause it can affect his relationships. It's time for me to heal now. How does Chris feel about? Hold up, it's moving too fast. Hold on. How does Chris feel about his relationship with Usher? What are his thoughts about Usher? What are Chris' thoughts about Usher? How does he feel about him, and what are his thoughts about Usher? I left you before you could leave me. And when I'm getting there, I think about somebody very, very upset and they just walk away from the conflict. That's what I'm getting when it comes to that. They're walking away from a conflict. Conflict. Okay. I replay our conversations over and over. It has here, sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. Now, I don't really see this as far as like a, you know, love interest or anything like that. It could just be, Chris reflecting on, their talks, you know, um, that they have like behind the scenes, from brother to brother. I regret lying to you. And it's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, family we know nothing about. Please know that. At the head, we will be together again. So I see this as a positive sign. They end up hooking back up again. And I'm sure they're probably doing that now because I did see that concert, what, Lovers and Friends. And a lot of these celebrities have been performing there, including Chris and Usher. So they probably have their little talks anyway behind the scenes. I hope that you can forgive me one day. So obviously Usher is very affected about what had happened. 'Cause I'm sure that was very embarrassing. Okay, you throwing a party for somebody, and things get ugly. So I have here, I hope that you can forgive me one day. And it has right here, I know exactly what I was doing. I apologize. I knew exactly what I was doing. So it's like he's trying, it's like the spirit is saying he was in his right state of mind. A lot of people were saying that he could have been high, he could have been on drugs or whatever. But according to the spirit, it's like Chris saying, I knew exactly what I was doing. As far as, when his, ex female friend was there, at his birthday party, and he got upset about it. He did not want her there, so he turned it out, if you know what I mean, okay? In the center, I wish I could go. I'm sorry. In the center, I wish I could take back my words. So obviously, he did say some meaningful, hurtful remarks, and these two go hand in hand. And I'm sure Usher will forgive him. I'm going to end this reading, family. Um, I don't want to make it that long. I just pretty much want to do an update reading on Chris Brown. But did he get anybody pregnant? Only time will tell, okay? Only Chris know that to be true, and anybody that he like to get close to him that he normally confides in, they would know, okay? But other than that, we wouldn't know unless it comes out later. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else I want to share, and that would be it. Um, Give me a minute. This is my homemade celebrity oracle deck, okay? I never know what's going to come out of this deck. So I'm just going to share just a little bit, and I'm going to end this reading. And I want to thank you all for your love supporting my channel. If you enjoy this content, give us just a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Sharing is caring. Divine Spirits getting clarity about Chris Brown. What's going on with Chris Brown, and what can we expect concerning Chris Brown the coming days and weeks ahead in the near future? Hold up, family. That's probably going on with Chris Brown. Anything Spirit wants to know concerning Chris Brown. Anything the Spirit wants to know concerning Chris Brown. Alrighty. A lot of this is pretty much what we already know. And a lot of this, like I always say, let things play out. And it's allegedly anyway. It has here fear of being exposed. And like I tell people when they watch me when it comes to these celebrity readings, and when this message come out, it's not just Chris. When you have been in the industry for a long time, you had a staying power. They do have to, take part in playing the game, and the ultimate game is attending these so-called Hollywood parties. And a lot goes on there. And the majority of these so-called celebrities, including Chris, they are on video for something. Okay, but it has here fear of being exposed. Just depends on what this means to Chris, and he's not the only one. Please know that. Getting caught up in the drama, self sabotage, and this is due to poor thinking and negative action. Also, I can get this if someone has like fear based thoughts as well. Okay. Now it has here divorce. Chris is not married, but I can also get this if he is in a relationship. Okay. Um, this I also can get this when it comes to breakup as well. Okay, or separation. I can get this. But I don't know if he's in a relationship. I don't know if he's currently in one. Now let me say this. Now, who knows? This could be talking about him and Usher, not so much as divorce, but separation or when it break up when it comes to their friendship. But if that's not the case, it could be what's going on with him behind the scenes when it comes to his relationships. It could be maybe some kind of breakup in his relationship in the coming days and weeks ahead. Next, the powerful inside elites are trying to control them in the industry. This situation in their life will get better. It will improve. It depends on what the spirit is talking about. But there is a situation in Chris' life. It may be a little chaotic, but according to the spirit, it will improve. This situation in their life will get better. It will improve. Let's hope so. Heartache and loss, feeling sadness. Envy of others, don't want them to outshine them. And if that is the case, that's due to the ego. That's due to the ego, having a big ego. Hiding behind their pain of loneliness and loss. Fake friends, envy, not loyal. Now, I don't consider Usher being a fake friend to Chris. I truly feel like he's definitely has been a genuine, loyal friend to him. Because Usher is older than him also. But anyway, I feel like these are these snakes that Chris is surrounding himself with. These. That's what I'm getting, okay? I just feel like he's surrounded by a lot of snakes. It's just people around him for all the wrong reasons. Pretty much what they can get out of it. It has here addictions. It has here drugs. So allegedly, Chris could be doing dibbling dabbling in some drugs. Okay, and if that is the case, it's allegedly, but if that is the case, I pray that he find the strength to get off of them. Okay, because it's going to cause him to be doing more of this. Okay, if he don't get a handle of it and back off. It has here in a good place, I'm sorry, in a peaceful place in their life. I feel like this will be his MO in the coming days and weeks ahead in the near future. He will get to this place right here. Right here in this particular timeline, he's saying, I can't anymore. It's like he's giving up or he may be feeling, powerless about something. He's saying, I can't. They all know this was a industry. Okay, I'm just going to read it. They all know this was a industry hitman operation. Scared to speak up. Cover up, won't talk. I'm not really sure what this is about. Maybe Chris may know about something that had jumped off. It could be about Jamie Foxx, who knows? But when I'm seeing this right here, I think about Chris is in the know about a lot of things, okay? And something definitely popped off somewhere. And I feel like this is one of those things that he's staying quiet about. But I'm not going to dive too deep in that, okay? And lastly, question what they know about adrenochrome, Hollywood blood harvesting. And I feel like pretty much all the celebrities that had that staying power know about this because this goes on in those Hollywood parties, especially the elites, okay? And do your research, Google it. So anyway, um, I wish Chris Brown all the best, and the fact that I'm seeing, you know, good things ahead, as far as his situation is in his personal life will improve. That's good. For the most part, we're seeing a whole lot of this ups and downs, but things have to play out, okay? Things have to play out. It is for him to, you know, face himself and get the help that he needs so he can get back on track, okay? Most importantly, face himself. Cause we all love some Chris Breezy, but we want Chris Breezy to get some help, and so he can get back on track, okay, and have a clean mind, and not be out here self sabotaging himself, pretty much overreacting. Thank you for watching. Much love to you, and bye for now.